What's up, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of Training Time. I'm your host, John Turman, aka the Horn Hulk, and today we are going to be digging deep and getting some awesome pin squats done as our main compound lift for today. As you can see, I have my accessories left over from bench day a few days ago, and my camera actually got too hot. It had a thermal indicator go off that said, oh, we're too hot, I can't film anymore. So I had to cut the workout short, so it's not my full bench workout on the last video, but today we're gonna hopefully make it all the way through. And it is leg day. For me, it's kind of the hardest day. It requires the most effort. So, just starting getting these knee sleeves on. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, these, maybe I need to size up on my knee sleeves. These are pretty tight, but gotta love them. My SBDs, they've been with me since the start, so they lasted about 4 years. And I recently started deadlifting with them, and that's why they're getting pretty torn up here, but they still feel great. They still keep my knee nice and protected when I'm doing squats and deadlifts, so I don't need a new pair anytime soon. Okay. So as I said in my last 2 videos, I'm running out of my favorite non-caffeinated pre-workout supplement called Vaso Blitz, and it's the start of the month, so my knee's a little tight. So I am scooping in the full Blitz from Build Fast Formula, which is caffeine concentrate, and it's really good because I also ran out of my Adderall prescription, so I need to order that. But I'm about to go out of town for a few days, so it's just a whole mess. I'm just like, whatever. I'll hit it when I get back. It's gonna take a little vacation from ADD medication every once in a while. So you're probably gonna hear me talk a lot because of that caffeine. It's like 3 cups of coffee. It's another really hot day here in Seattle, Washington. Beautiful, but hot. Now you might be asking yourself why I'm doing this to my knee sleeves. It's just to make them easier to put on. So start with them inside, or start with them, you know, not inside out, but just regular, and then fold them across, fold them on the top and on the bottom inside out. And then you can put it on your leg and, man, never gets easier. Then roll up and roll down the portions that you folded. And there you go. I am wearing my correct toe spacers today. Going to be lifting in my current favorite, just the low top Ursus from Barefoot shoes. I saw they put on what it originally was the gummy bear variety of Barefoot, and they changed it to King Salmon, which, why? I don't know. Like, the gummy bears are amazing. I don't know why y'all changed that name. It's, you know, I guess King Salmon is very Pacific Northwest, but is that more masculine coded? Is it because they just weren't selling? Then I saw like this viral marketing thing from that guy who, gosh, I can't remember his name. I need to get better at names, but there's this guy on TikTok and Instagram that lifts like really dangerously, like crazy deficits, or like does that. Oh gosh, he did this lift where it was mimicking that character from Majora's Mask, where he has like all this crap everywhere, like all this Nintendo gear, and he's like deadlifting and has like a thing on his head and on his teeth, and it was just, y'all know who I'm talking about. And he is a sponsored athlete from Barefoot, and I saw that he had done a video where he was deadlifting on 2 salmon fillets, so it's freaking disgusting. in order to advertise this new salmon Ursus, which I actually have so these are my gummy bears. This is my favorite lifting shoe of all time, but I need to clean them. They're just really well seasoned. You can see how dirty they are. Because I didn't Scotch guard them, and I was just like, whatever, they look, well used, but they're just so grimy. I really want to get some saddle soap on them because the shoes, they're built so well, and they still would be great to lift in, but I need to clean and protect them again. If any of you have any recommendations on how to do that, please drop me a comment. Anyway, since it's squat day, we are starting with pin squats today, I should say. So we're gonna, oh my gosh, flies, shoe fly. There's so many flies around here right now. Just that time of year, I suppose. All right, so pin squats. So we're gonna use our safeties. Boom. Maybe I'll wait to put these on until after we're done warming up because I wanna use this space. Oh, come on. Man. Yeah, these power blocks are great, but if they're on an uneven surface, you can't really adjust the weight correctly. So, there we go. Come on. There. And this little guy's been here forever, this little carabiner. Now, usually you want to get your pre-workout in a little bit earlier than your workout, and I'm just, being a little lackadaisical with that. Whew. All right, let's get things warmed up. Starting with hip side shifts, just working that ankle mobility, and just getting those hips warmed up, get that synovial fluid, which is the fluid of the joints. Yeah, I'm already just sweating. It's hot in here. Oh, wow. Really, like, the focus right now is definitely on that ankle. Loving it. And if you're doing a leg day like this is just another good thing for you to follow, another progression you can follow with me. This surface, this stall mat, horse stall mat, is kind of hard to warm up on if you are in a gym that has like gymnast padding. I have one back there, but I'm just too lazy to go get it and use it. Oh man, then this is my problem side for ankle mobility. So that's sort of the focus, not too much focus on the hips right now. I'm just focusing on, oh man, stretching that. God, it's so gunky. Like it's painful until I just get it moving a little bit more. Oof. Come on. It's only the outside of my ankle too, where that sticking spot is. You can see my heel is rising as well. Can't quite keep it down as much. That's okay. Okay, a little better. So now let's get some more hip focus. There we go. Let's do two more. Woo! All right. Solid. Time for a sip of pre-workout. Get a sip of water. Trying to stay cool today. Some hip side shit, some 90-90 transitions. This is a course named for what should look like 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Trying to sink onto those glutes at every end range. You see like right glute is up off the ground. All right, well, let's try opening it up a little bit. Oh. Now my left glute is still raised, not quite on the ground yet. Come on. What I'm doing, I'm just kind of expressing, love using that word, which means like pressing or like breathing into a stretch. Okay. Doing this for about 45 seconds, nice and controlled. And I think all of this, kind of loosen up. Try not to let my upper body go this way, which is it wants to do. It wants to be in like a pigeon pose, but trying to keep everything looking forward. Woo. Yeah, there you go. This side's easier, for sure. So interesting, all the trends, that you notice when that I actually wasn't verbalizing because I wasn't recording these yet. But now I'm really aware. I'm actually becoming more aware of what's happening in these lifts and in my body through doing this project. So thanks for coming along with me. I think that also has something to do with, oh man, that feels good. When people start coaching others, it teaches you a lot about your own technique by having to coach someone. And that's true in music too. When you're starting to teach lessons to people, it makes you think about how you do something that's really good for your brain to kind of like develop a skill on the other side of that skill, the theoretical side. This is better, glutes a little lower. Let's do a few more. This is really close to the ground. That's the goal. This hip just does not want to behave. Maybe if I hold a little bit and just breathe into it, it'll release. Okay, maybe not. All right. So let me just kind of, I'm actually going to try a different version of the shin box get up today. It's a little more complicated, a little trickier. And I saw Beamwork do it and I was like, oh dang, okay, let's try this. So instead of having your back leg, in this position, you actually have it extended to the side and your opposing leg is more underneath your body. So it requires an additional layer of stability. Okay, let's try it. It might look a little weird, but start. We'll get the rhythm of it soon, hopefully. Okay. Woo! Okay, not really able to control that so much yet. Oh, I really have to rock up. That's not really the point. Oh man, that's hard. Jeez. Oh. Maybe I'll move my leg back. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's kind of a balancing act. It's tricky. Dang. Let's try the other side. Just see if I have any better control and I can apply stuff from the other side to this side. Stretching it out like this does feel pretty good. Like right along here on like the groin muscles. Oh. Like the internal side of my hamstrings. Oh, it feels amazing. Oh yeah. Just holding that for a few seconds. Okay, before trying this, here we go. All right. Nope. Okay, that was better. Man, I really should be able to do like a slow eccentric, a controlled eccentric, but feels good though. All right, let's do some hip airplanes. Actually, let's do tactical frog. Let me get a little sip of water though. To start, okay. Okay. Frog time. Oh, man. And releasing 4 counts. 3, 4. Engaging. Trying to squeeze the floor with your thighs. Then releasing. Man. Man, it's just so intense. God dang, I'm tight today, y'all. A little cat cow. A little cat cow. To get a good release on the neck, because my neck's kind of tight from sleeping or playing or teaching or something. Yeah, okay. All right, now let's do some hip airplanes. Gonna adjust the camera. Oh, yeah, it feels good. My ankles do feel nice and loose. Now for hip airplanes, gonna draw my rib cage down, get that nice support with the core. Feet engaged, hinge a little bit. And then shift my weight, other leg back. All right, that was 2. Whatever you need to do to like get good mobility on the hip. Like the airplanes are such a good exercise, but I'm not really trying to do balance work. I'm trying to open up my hips and get them ready to squat. So, that being said, it's always good to test yourself. All right, rib cage drawn down, core is tight, hinge. All right, I like to do about like 9 of these. I don't know how many I did on the other side. I really try to open it up. Oh, that feels good. Oh. All right, these legs are getting warm. Feeling good. Now, first order of business for pin squats, got to get our pins. So where do they like to lie? About like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrong. That might be a little high, but we have some warm-up sets that we can test it out with. Not a problem. All right. 5, 6. It may look high, but when you're coming down with a high bar squat, it makes sense. Whew. So one thing about today's workout is I haven't done a full squat day since, in 2 weeks. So this is an important day for me to take the weight slow in terms of jumps. Take slow jumps when I move up in my working sets and not try to outdo myself if I'm not feeling those numbers, because it's also really hot today. I am not as hydrated as I should be for this workout, but it's a process. We're trying it. It's a high bar. It's always better to have your cups. These are the J cups. It's always better to have your cups a little bit low for squat so that you can use those knee extensors, word of the day, word of the week, to propel yourself up. What I used to do and what I did wrong was I would get in and then do a hinge and then boom, get the weight out by that way, but that left me horribly off balanced and I wasn't able to stay completely rigid and tight in my core or brace. I'll start referring to that as braced more, but just for ease of terminology, I like to throw in a couple of different phrases here and there. You know how I like to do. Let's get a bar and let's do some squats, y'all. I think it's time. Coolness. Today we're using the regular Rogue Power Bar. And before we get any weight on this bar, let's go ahead and check this height of these pins. And also let me double check that B-Morg doesn't want me to do a front. Okay, high bar position, stay upright and pin height right at that 90 degrees. So when they say 90 degrees, that I don't know exactly what that means. Does that mean squat a little bit high? Okay, so here we are. Look, they're a little too low actually. Yeah. And these are actually pretty low too, look at that. So I'm gonna raise everything up just a little bit. These, what did that look like about? Here, maybe here, 3. Yeah, okay. Go to the third one down. I was watching this home gym, this home gym couple who actually inspired me to get a Rogue rack versus any other rack, because Rogue is expensive. Do not get me wrong, I'm still paying this off and I'll be paying it off until November. But the customizability and the high quality made me decide that this is the one, this is the rack to get. And you can't quite see it, but I did have to cut 2 holes in the ceiling to fit the other posts, but it's all good. The garage door opens fully, so it's in a perfect position and it works for me, so. And that also leads any accessory stuff that I want to get. It's totally fine. It always works with Rogue. Oh, it's really low. Okay, my knees are definitely not at 90 there. Let's take it up a little bit more. Yeah. Now just look how high this looks compared to my waist, and it doesn't feel like that weight's moving so much from here to here, but that's a pin squat for you. Now the goal of a pin squat is to approach the pins and have them, you're so controlled that it's a soft landing on the pins, and then you have a pause there, and then you shoot up right out of the hole. And for me, it feels almost like it's quad focused in a way, maybe because it's also high bar. You stay more upright, which is, you know, more quad dominant when you're more upright in the squat versus like a low bar squat, which is, I don't know, like hips and tushy. Okay, well, all that being said, why don't we add some weight? Let's go ahead and add 90 pounds. We'll just start right there. That's a comfortable starting weight for me usually. Like before, I used to go up to like 95 pounds total, you know, so 225s. No, just 125 on each side of the bar. That's how I want to explain it, yes. So I would start with a bar, and I actually had a hard time, especially when I didn't really know my technique very well. I had a hard time just squatting with the bar because I just didn't know where anything was laying or how my feet should be. That's another huge thing with squat. Everyone's biomechanics are different, and you can kind of see me here. I have a long torso, but really long legs, and like this is my femur. It's like just super long, and high bar squat is really good, and all of the kind of leg accessory lifts that Brandon's had me do, it really are quad focused. So, you know, got some good leg gains there, but when I first started and I just tried to squat the bar, it's like I had to have weight on it. Otherwise I was so off balance, and just, you'll notice that I turn my feet out quite a bit. That actually feels good to me in the bottom of the squat. It allows me to generate a lot of momentum. And if you're looking at a skeleton, just a skeleton, you know, naturally at the bottom of our feet are splayed out normally, or they should be just ever so slightly splayed out. So if you're ever like seeing people squat with their toes super in line, that might cause some ankle issues, or they either have like hypermobile ankles, something like that. But it's okay to have your feet turned out and squat is the point of what I'm trying to say. All right, let's hit this for, I don't know, 5. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm gonna shut off the camera real quick and look at that for leg height, just to make sure I was deep enough. Another thing that's important to know when you're assessing your squat position is that camera angle. So to my eyes, it looked a little high, but I also wasn't, or the camera wasn't at like eye level to where a line judge would be calling that. You know, they're always sitting on a chair. So like they're down at this height, you know, looking to make sure that your hips are lower than your knees, or like it, you know, in line with your knees. That being said, we're going to take the weight up. I moved these down just by, you know, a ½ inch. And I think that'll get us there, because it just felt a little high even when I was doing those just now. So, all right, let's add a plate. I also want to add some cool lighting today. Let's see. Yeah, let's add some kind of fun clubby light. Ooh, pink. Because I'm wearing all pink today. This is the perfect color choice. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at it in the camera. Look how fun that is. It's like a party. Okay. Set number 2. Yeah, and so last working week we went, it's actually a set of 5, so I went up to 405 for a set of 5, which is pretty nice. Felt great. All right. Oh wait, I need to put a belt on. Hold up. Like, yeah, spine is like, what's missing? Okay. Okay, cool. All right, let's try it again. Okay, that feels great. Love that weight. Still with our warm-up sets. I'm actually gonna put collars on now because the weight's just getting a little bit, just moving ever so slightly. And you'll notice the shirt that I'm wearing, whenever I do bench or squat, a lift that requires my back to stay stuck to a certain position, I love these shirts from A7, of course the pink color, you know. But on the back you can see there's this sticky, like plastic, tacky material, and even if you're sweaty and wet, it prevents the bar from rolling down your neck, or rolling down your back. And I have a TikTok up where it actually got flagged because it promoted dangerous activity. It was basically me trying to unrack a squat with a brand new t-shirt from Rain City Fit, and you can see the shirt just gets pulled farther and farther down my back as I'm trying to keep the bar on, and it was just a really I had the bar and I like had to let it go down my back and just like let my wrists go, and it made a huge sound. I was super embarrassed, and just after that I was like, you know what, I'm taking a break today. This is a little too much. And it was like 380 pounds, and I was so embarrassed and I felt bad. I was like, oh shoot, did I bend that bar? I didn't mean to. But anyway, let's get it going with this. 315, set of 5, still warming up. And the focus here is just keep the technique good, even though the weight's going up. Okay. Some good stuff. With that, I'll look at the camera in a second just to make sure that everything looks great, but a few things you'll notice with my squat. Like I'll get under the bar and then I'll kind of like hang just a little bit, kind of let my knees bend while I get my core really engaged, get my rib cage drawn down, set my brace, and then I walk back very deliberately, try to keep it the same every single time. And that way I have predictability and safety in knowing that every time I'm squatting, it's gonna look the same. And this actually kind of ties into music, or like musical performance, where let's say you've got like a passage coming up that's kind of difficult, but if you are mentally like thinking a couple bars before and you breathe in the correct time every time, you train yourself to nail it more often than not. So I know if you're not a musician that probably didn't make any sense, but to me it's like, whoa, that's exactly what that is. But just a 3-step walk back and trying not to adjust any more beyond that is what my coach is asking me to do, and I like it a lot. So y'all, I want to be a little risky because I'm feeling strong. I want to go up to 410 for 5. Just put on another plate and then just a little baby plate, and just jump right up to the working set because it feels pretty solid. And I'm just gonna check the camera real quick and we'll be right back. And one other thing you may notice me doing when I'm squatting is, like, at the top of the rep, I try to bring my lats ever so slightly closer, more internal, just trying to really engage them a lot. And I pack my head back a little bit. This is another instruction that I've been given from my coach, and it's supposed to improve technique. So, you know, you gotta try it out, gotta figure it out. And before I hit this next set, I am gonna change the camera angle because I just remembered that Brandon wanted, when I'm doing pin squats, he wants the camera to be more like right here, so he can see if I'm losing any momentum by pitching forward and things like that. You can kind of see it from this angle, but I think I'm gonna lower the tripod a little bit and get it a little more even here, so you could really tell the angle of everything. So well, that'll be why you see a difference in the next shot. Okay. One more plate. And then after this, we're going to just take the weight down and do like more sets of 5. Not cluster sets, thankfully, like deadlifts. Actually, the other week I did treat these like a cluster set, and it was heavy, it was hard. So we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna do it correct. Okay, 410, baby. This is great. This is like literally my 1 rep max, like on Instagram right now. Or, you know, 415 is my 1 rep max. It's like this for 5 on pin squats. That number seems a little off for my 1 rep max. Okay, change the camera position. All right, y'all, time to dig deep and hit these frickin' squats. Let's go. All right, the goal here, have that beautiful pause at the bottom. Stay upright, stay focused. Okay. I'm ready. Let's do this. That's PR. Sheesh. Oh no, y'all. Those squats felt great, but upon reviewing the footage, my hips were a little too high for them to really count. And although my knees were, you know, lower than 90 degrees per se, that doesn't, I don't know, it's not really a comp squat, and I think that's what Brandon's actually trying to get me to do. So we're gonna take these rungs down for the remainder of the working sets. So on like level 2, we're gonna go down to 4. And maybe it has something to do with like my technique. Maybe like my hinge wasn't, well, no, my hinge was good because I had to stay as upright as possible, and that was a goal. The first rep though looked pretty solid, but the rest looked, maybe it was because I was too hunched over. They just looked a little high. So we have 3 more sets of 5 with 4 reps in, or 3 reps in reserve. So we're gonna take the weight down to 315 to start that series of the working set. And I'll keep the camera kind of like at this angle so we can see and make adjustments as we go through. So I lowered these down a little bit, and we're going to hit 315 for a set of 5. With great technique, trying to stay upright the whole time, super engaged. Nice little pause at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm shaky. It's okay. All right, here we go. Jesus. Oh. Oh my goodness. That feels so much lower and harder, wow. Okay. Just took it up an easy 10 pounds, so we can really nail the weight. What I noticed when I was watching the footage back last time, it actually looks like my thighs are parallel, if not maybe slightly lower, but it's really, you know, it's like a 2-inch difference in the bottom. And it was a lot harder to perform. So, you know, I'm still proud of that top number of the set that I did, even though it wasn't at comp depth. We'll get there, but yeah. Now that kind of goes hand in hand with the importance of camera angle when you're recording your lifts. And if you really want to get better at lifting, no matter what, even if it's just accessories, recording yourself is the most important thing. And I also tell like Horn students that too. It's just, if you want to get better at something, you got to watch yourself do it. You have to really take a step back and look and analyze all that stuff. Okay, that being said, let's hit this. Let's go. Okay. High bar. All right. Difference that I just noticed then. Foot distance. when my feet are a little bit farther apart, the lift is a little bit easier. Let's watch the footage back. Last squats of the day. So my goal here is to keep the bar very still when I hit the pins this time. I kind of moved a little early and cheated a few reps on that last set. So that's a good, helpful thing to improve my form with. And additionally, I noticed that I wasn't getting too much wasted momentum, either like with a forward lean or backward lean, like right out of the hole. So that is a good sign that what we're doing is correct. So I'm also gonna maybe widen my stance a little bit like I did last time in order to get some really good depth and power out of the hole. When I say out of the hole, that means the bottom of the squat. Pervs. All right. 5. There we go. Woo! Now on to snatch grip deadlifts. Let's clean up this bar real quick. Snatch grip deadlift. Let's get our cool lighting going. Duh, gotta get that, you know, the vibes. Yeah, awesome. Got my water refilled. Got that ice. Oh fuck. Oh my god. No. Damn it. Yeah, my like really amazing, like cool ice water. So excited to drink. It's like got all sugar and stuff in it. Fuck, I think I need a towel to clean it up. Yeah, it's got electrolyte powder in it, so it's sugar. Don't want any ants, so gonna get the closest thing to a towel and put it down. God dang it. No. That is so sad. Okay, so now we're doing snatch grip deadlifts. 4 sets of 5 with 2 reps in reserve from 1-inch mats. Okay. Now the essentials that we need for this one, gotta have straps because our grip's gonna be a little bit wide. Oh my gosh, no. And so we don't want to damage our wrists in any way or put any undue strain on the biceps. So we're gonna just use these. Love how they match my belt. Let's go ahead and see. This is kind of the tricky spot because I have to do these pulls from 1-inch mats and I only have like 2-inch, like those Rogue blocks. So I'm using some little cutouts of stall mat. Let's see if I can just get them to rest right on it. Then use my leg to kind of push it. Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay. Well, great. Okay, so putting that there, maybe I can just do that. That'll stop the weight from going forward. Do the same on this side. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. All right. So you'll also notice that I moved the belt down a little bit. I like to wear my belt lower when I'm doing deadlifts or anything like from the floor versus my squat, which is right under there. Okay, getting my straps ready to go. All right, I'm like looking down at the bar and it's a little like slanted. So when I get down and get everything ready to go, I'm gonna make sure that I pull it really nice and taut to my legs. Okay. These straps are a little stiff. Come on. Here we go. All right, that's pretty intense. Ooh, and my little callus came off. It's all right, it's all right. I don't think my belt was quite tight enough either. Didn't manage to stay quite as tight as I would have liked. All right, so I've added 10 pounds. Let's see. What can go better this time? Okay, belt tightness can be better. Oh no, oh shit, God, okay, I'm getting a little clumsy. Need to watch that. Yeah, belt tightness and maybe foot position can be even more perfect from the jump. Reps felt good though, so let's keep it going. There we go, okay. All right, feels good. Taking it up a little bit. Just keeping it chill. This is already more than I've ever really done with snatch grip deadlift, so just want to keep it nice and easy with that 3 reps in reserve at the end. So not super brutal like a 0.5 rep in reserve, but kind of like middle difficulty, middle of the road difficulty. Okay. Gonna try to build a little bit better tension as I hinge down to the bar. Get my feet in that perfect position, turned out. Come on, here we go. Oh yeah. Definitely giving me that good stimulus. I'm feeling it in, gosh, like my thighs, my glutes. Really feeling good glute activation there, y'all. Okay. Yeah, so this last set is gonna be at 345. And then we have a superset with 2 accessories after this. Okay. Trying to get the crap off from the bottom of my shoe. It's like kind of slippery. Okay. Get the straps good. Maybe take one more swig of water. Okay, cool. All right. Starting a little closer to the bar. Feet in good position. All right, nice clean set of 5. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Sheesh. Love that. Love when I get to take off the belt for the day. Time for some accessories. Okay, it is superset time. We're gonna start things off with 2 sets of 7 quadruped rows, and then go to a set of 15 kettlebell swings. So I only have 1 set of kettlebells now, sort of alluding back to a few days ago, the home gym vibes. It's all about like acquiring gear over time, but the next thing on my list is heavier kettlebells so that I can do more of these. So there are gonna be 4 supersets. And here we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Right other side. All right, here we go, come on. How's that for cardio? Dang. So people have a lot of opinions on how to do a kettlebell swing. There's so many different ways to do it. And the way that I'm doing mine right now is to primarily focus on my hip extensors at the top. So we're basically working our hinge mechanics and getting some cardio out of it. Oh my gosh, you can't see, but this callus is just like hanging on by a thread. Those snatch grip deadlifts, even though I wasn't really testing grip, it definitely gripped my skin. Okay. Gonna get a swig of water. Let the heart rate kind of come down. Do some nose breaths. Oh fuck. Oops. Sorry, YouTube. Actually, I did some research on the YouTube's swear policy on monetization only. So I haven't monetized this account yet, but I'd like to be able to, so in the future, that'd be nice. So kind of watching what I say a little bit in terms of, you know, those cuss words. It's like if you have the F word within 7 seconds of the start of your video, you can only get like partial monetization, and then if you don't have that, but you have the F word a lot, like a really frequent usage in the video, then you could potentially get demonetized on just that video alone. So, but again, you know, the inspiration for this was Sam Sulek's videos. I learned how to say his name correctly, finally. And he swears pretty frequently. It's just a natural cadence for him. You can tell he's very honest, and the flow of everything, you know, he'll put down a set and just be like, fuck. So, all right, and then, to go with that kettlebell diatribe, what's next in my list of things to upgrade the home gym with, these dumbbells only go up to 50, and the PowerBlock Pro, like the next version of them, so these Power Blocks are like 10 years old, so they've lasted a long time. They're a very high quality piece of equipment. But I saw online that they have the Power Block Pros, which these only go up to 50 pounds, but the Pros go up to 90 or 100 pounds for each dumbbell. So they're pretty pricey though. That's why I'm waiting on potentially getting those. But they're definitely a space saver. If you have a home gym and you don't want a ton of dumbbells around, then getting the PowerBlock Pros and just the regular PowerBlock Sport, what is this? PowerBlock Sport 50, those are the ones that I have here. Those are good options for space savers. And then PowerBlock also makes a adjustable kettlebell, which I'd love to try out, but again, money. All right. Taking the weight up now. And the reason I wanted to get, for this set, I'm gonna have to use 50 pounds for like the top 2 sets. And in my training, I always like to increase the weight, like at every set. So, you know, unless it's specifically marked to do otherwise, but you know, it's part of the progression, and that's how you get that really good hypertrophy going and that good, really, really good stimulus. So those are my upcoming goals, and now you know. Okay, let's hit this again. Here we go. 7 quadruped rows, and then 15 kettlebell swings. Whew. All right, let's see if we can do these a little better. Maybe we might need a little bit farther back. All right, come on, here we go, 15. Oh yeah, there we go. Might just do one more set since I don't have any more weight to go up with. Just to leave it there. No, don't tempt me, y'all. Gotta finish strong. And the real purpose of these two moves in conjunction with each other, the real purpose of that is like core stability. And getting a little bit of like ab work. Okay. Plus we got this, I got energy. Let's freaking go. I'm ready. Before I hit this next set, let's change the weight. And then we're also gonna review some footage real quick. Come on, come on. Here, work. There we go. Coolness. Okay, sufficiently rested. Let's hit it again. Oh, man, I'm fucking exhausted. We're gonna finish strong today. That I am sure of. Then I'm gonna do a nice Epsom salt soakaroo. Try to get this video out pretty quick. Hopefully it doesn't need too many edits. I'm trying to record it in a way such that it doesn't need to be edited around. Like when I was catching my breath, I tended to shut the camera off except for that last set. I'll probably cut it out actually in post, but by and large, I think I'll just drop all these clips into the timeline and that'll be that. That's the thing, yeah. The first episode was like over an hour, which is cool, but you hear me just huffing and puffing for 10 minutes. It's not really great content, so I think it's good that I'm changing it up a little bit in this way. And I hope you're having a great workout. If you are, please leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear if you got a workout while doing this. That would totally make my day. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, whatever YouTube's algorithm says that you should do. Just it helps support my channel, you know? As we grow and, you know, expand the channel and get everything really locked in and awesome. Okay. All right, heart rate's coming down. Can't feel it like that. It doesn't work very well. All right. And yeah, once that heart rate's back down, then you know you're ready to lift again. Oh yeah. Finishing off this water. 7 quadruped rows per side, and then 15 kettlebell swings. Nice and easy. Here we go. Don't run from the work, feel the work. Here we go. Goo. Okay, yeah. Let's go 15, come on. Oh. Whew. And that does it for today. Thank you all for tuning in to episode 3 of Training Time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow in the next episode. Peace.